So you saw in our last video, we're here at Knoxville. No, Chattanooga, sorry.
Yep.
It's a maze to keep all these together, but we have a fourth part for McKay's. We did the first part, well, we did McKay's Chattanooga, the first video, McKay's Knoxville. Then we did a McKay's Knoxville part 2 because there was so much that we picked up with like the 500 credit or whatever. But then I was going to do at the end of that video what I picked up from Knoxville and what I picked up here, but we got too much. So this is the start of the fourth part. Hope you're not sick of McKay's. I wish we could stay a couple more days and find some cool stuff. Here I found some gems that that's been on my list. Couple Blu-ray upgrades that I wanted to get. A couple Warner Brothers disc rot. So you didn't do 4. 3. Josh did 3.
Chattanooga, Knoxville. Then I did the second trips, Knoxville, yep. Chattanooga combined.
That was my plan, but I got too much at Knoxville.
Caleb found a cool documentary.
Yes, go check out Josh's video. I won't give it away, but it's a cool subject matter and a cool documentary. So, yeah. Hope you're watching all the parts. Hope you enjoyed Fanboy Expo. That was great. Meeting Helen Hunt, Chris and Jay, Lauren, everybody. Patrick Duffy, shout out to him. His manager hooking us up with the free photo. So hope you've enjoyed these little cluster of videos. It happens once a year at least. I wish we could go more, but it's once a year we make the trek. Chattanooga, Knoxville. One day I want to do all the McKay's and do like a series of videos where we get one video for each McKay's.
Well, we're thinking about going to con in Nashville next year, and our cousin lives there. So we gotta take her Criminal Minds Season 2 because we were background, and we have to have her sign the Elvis movie that she was in. The
identical?
I think so, yeah. She is Seth Green's date.
Yes.
In the opening scene.
Yes. So, lot of cool ideas floating in the atmosphere for A Day with Caleb and Josh the Movie Collector's channels. Josh hit the milestone with 1K. I am still in the grind to get that, but just fun. But now we'll zoom back to the house I'll probably do in my room, pickups for Knoxville the second trip and Chattanooga the second trip. Oh, and Josh's channel, of course, link down below. Go check his channel out. We are back home with the goods. Got it in this sweet Marvel Comics tote bag. I think my mom got this somewhere at a thrift shop or something, but that is amazing. Have quite a few tote bags, and I came prepared this time. Usually I try to keep 1 or 2 in my suitcase, but this time I had more than enough bags, which was great because we got a lot of stuff, so we needed all those tote bags. But this is a pretty awesome tote bag, and of course red, my favorite color. So let's just dive right in to the remnants of our second trips to McKay's Knoxville and McKay's Chattanooga. Let me quickly see if I can organize this. Let's see, I think this is all McKay's. And this is Knoxville. Some are hard to tell. Yeah, I think we got the majority of our stuff from Chattanooga, but these first couple are from Knoxville. 4 things. So at that time I thought, yeah, we'll just add it to the second part of the Knoxville video, the 3rd video overall, but we got too much, and I didn't want it being like a 45-minute, 50-minute video. I have done some of those in the past, and you know, I like them. It's easier when everything's all together, but you know, generally my videos are in the 10 to 18 range. That's kind of my sweet spot. So anything beyond 25 minutes, 30 minutes, it's a little much. But we have these, and these are nothing to sneeze at. We got some pretty cool upgrades here. Alice Through the Looking Glass for $6. This, of course, was a printed case. I want to say maybe Redbox. This was after Blockbuster, so I don't think it would have been Blockbuster. 2016 release. When was the fall of Blockbuster? 2013-ish? 14? Somewhere in there. Comment down below. But anyway, we're getting this case back. I think the first one we have on Blu-ray, but, you know, don't need this one on Blu-ray. That's fine. Just on DVD. Attack, and these last 3 have been on my wish list for some time. Good to finally have them in the collection. And this is Warner Archive. Yeah, so it's DVD-R. You can see there, WarnerArchive.com. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. And that's a cool poster. So that is neat. Then Time Bandits, and this is the Criterion Collection. You know, I've been looking for Time Bandits for a long, long time. And it does have the insert, okay. And the Criterion number 37. So, kind of the start of the Criterion. This was one of the first ones put out. That's cool. And Josh raves about this movie, and it is a good movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but good to have that in the collection. Then Joan Crawford in Berserk. And this also is a Warner Archive. If you don't know the archive titles, usually Warner Archive is this blue, and you can open it. Usually you can tell if there's a purple disc like that, that's an on-demand disc. Usually that's a good indication it's some kind of archive title, whether it be Warner Brothers, Turner Classic, you know, there's a bunch out there. Universal has a Vault series. And for a long time our dad talked about Joan Crawford in Straight Jacket, and he snuck in to the theaters. He was young, below the age where you should be watching that, but he snuck in to watch Straight Jacket, and that is a gnarly movie with Joan Crawford. I want to say he talked about this too, but I showed him this movie and he didn't seem to know about it. But somehow, maybe watching Straight Jacket or something, I heard about this movie. I don't remember where, maybe a trailer or something, but that poster looks gnarly. It looks berserk. Can't wait to check that out. Straight Jacket I just have on VHS. Hopefully one day we can upgrade that. Did it make it? Does it have a Blu-ray release? I need to check into that. I would be confident it at least has a DVD release. Maybe. We'll see. I need to look that up. Then R.I.P.D. 2, Rise of the Damned, didn't have this at all. So for $5, that's worth getting. I saw this on Netflix years ago. And that's the thing. Sometimes when you watch a movie, whether on digital or one of these streaming services, in your mind you think you have it now. And I think that was the case with this one. A decent sequel. A lot of cool things they did. Whether it's switching bodies with other people or the cool guns and swords. This had more of a Western feel, which maybe that's why I like it so much. I'm a sucker for a good Western. So that's neat. Then the 2-disc Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And look at that. Comes with a booklet, 2-disc, and looks like a ton of special features, actually. So that's neat. I think I had this loose, and my disc was very scratched. So for $3, that is a good upgrade there. Oh, sorry. This is the start of the Chattanooga McKay's. So R.I.P.D. 2, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Machete Kills, another printed case. I don't know how we had so many printed cases. I do believe this was a Blockbuster. 2013, that was around that time. They had, I don't have any sleeves in here, but you know the little white paper CD sleeves? They had like rows of DVD, loose DVD sleeves, because if you do not know, Flickster, or not Flickster, Netflix was a mail-in movie service. They approached Blockbuster. Blockbuster didn't want to do it. So Netflix, or Redbox actually, well, Redbox a little after Netflix, but Netflix blew up with that mail-in strategy. So then Blockbuster's kind of the tail end of the mail-in, right before Redbox, they tried to do it. So when Blockbuster tanked, their check go bouncy bounce. Comment down below if you know that reference from a very funny movie. But so they had tons of DVDs in sleeves because they were trying that mail-away service. So we got hundreds and hundreds of discs for 50 cents, $1, $2. At most, we paid $3 for some new releases at that time. So anyway, still have a good little stack of printed cases, but we're working to wipe them away. Slowly but surely, we will get that done. Then we found these 4 film favorites. Critters. So Critters 1 through 4. Sorry about the glare, y'all. I thought usually it's okay right here. And I love the sleek white case. And Nightmare on Elm Street 1 through 4. Dream Warriors, probably my favorite besides the original. Love the Dream Warriors. Josh kind of got me hooked on Nightmare because Johnny Depp is in the first one, and he would know better. Maybe the 5th one? No, I think he's in Dream Warriors. There's like a segment with the TV. Yes. Comment down below. I think he's in 3 as well. But he was in Nightmare. Kevin Bacon was in the first Friday the 13th. Anyway, so I do have both of these sets, but mine are pretty scratched on Nightmare. I think these are wear, but not much scratch. I do keep all that information written down. But I just love the sleekness of these. And these discs are mint. So for $2, $4 for 8 films, I figured that was a no-brainer. If the discs aren't too bad, I might try and sell those 4 packs to kind of recoup some of my money. If not, disc upgrade for a couple bucks, that's not bad. Then Daddy's Home 2. Again, printed case. I think this was a red box. I do have the Blu-ray, but I'll just transfer this artwork and disc into a 2-discer and add that. Daddy's Home 1 is Blu-ray, but I don't think we need the sequel on Blu-ray. The sequel was at McKay's on Blu-ray, but it was like $6. This was $1, so, and I had it on Blu-ray. That would have just been the artwork. So we just got it for $1. And then this I've been looking for a long time. I almost got it at Walmart at one point for $5, but I'm like, eh. But for $3 at McKay's, still factory sealed, that's a no-brainer there, especially using trade-in. So Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Sally Field, Tom Brady, that's great. Brady is the greatest quarterback, maybe the greatest footballer of all time. Joe Montana, there's a few greats out there, but no one can deny the rings. You know, that's, people try to put LeBron in the GOAT debate for basketball. MJ's still at the top as far as I'm concerned. A big part of that, not all the part, but a big part of that is the 6 rings and 3-peats, 2 3-peats. Never lost that streak. I wish he hadn't retired and went to baseball, because he might have had 8. Hard to say. The Rockets were a good team those 2 years in between MJ's departure and return. And Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. Kobe, clutch, Mamba mentality. Those are the 3 I ride with for basketball. Tom, really the only football player I followed. Not a big football guy, but I did watch the Patriots with Tom. So, and the Super Bowl, you know, every year. But now we have Mummy Variations. Oh, yep. Mummy Variations. Well, technically Scorpion King, which is an offshoot of the Mummy, from the producers of the Mummy. So these are pretty neat. We have Scorpion King Warrior Pack, and this comes with Scorpion King and Scorpion King 2. Then we have the Scorpion King, is it Action Pack? Is that what that says? Yeah, Action Pack. And this also has the first 2 movies. Then we have the Scorpion King 3 movie collection. And this has the first 3 Scorpion Kings. So getting my Scorpion King variation collection beefed up, it's kind of hard to beat that 4K steelbook I have of the Scorpion King. Very rare. Still surprised I have it. But these are pretty cool for $4 oh, excuse me. Must have swallowed a bug there, but oh, this also has from the producers of the Mummy. On the front and back, they want you to know that these are from the same people from the Mummy franchise. Not as good as in quality. The first one, the Scorpion King, that kind of holds a special place in my heart, even though it's kind of cheesy, but I love it. Then we have, for $2, Dirty Grandpa, Zac Efron, Robert De Niro. Has anybody seen Zac Efron's face lately? I don't think that is computer generated. I think that's actually his real face. I don't know if it's plastic surgery or what, but his jaw's it kind of reminds me of the prince from Shrek 2, or kind of when Shrek turns human, he has a big jaw. That kind of is what it reminds me of. I don't know. My thoughts are never, unless it's like a medical emergency and you need it, never do plastic surgery. You are who you are. You're who you are meant to be. Flaws and all. You are unique to you. No plastic surgery needed. But this is one I've been wanting to get for $2. Trying to get all the Robert De Niro films out there. Then this is a cool little honey hole here. Some great upgrades here. Over the Hedge. Had that on DVD. Wanted it on Blu-ray. So that is a great upgrade. The Phantom on Blu-ray I've been wanting for a long time. Finally adding it on Blu-ray. The Phantom, a very cool movie. Great action. Harkens back to the old radio serials. I just love the action. Love the adventure of this movie. So now we have that on Blu-ray. And then Mouse Hunt. If you watched my Chattanooga video, I did get this on DVD, but I didn't think I would find it on Blu-ray. So then when I found it, actually back at Chattanooga, that's funny, I found it on Blu-ray in the new release sections. So now I don't think we'll keep both. We might, because I have VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. I don't think this would get a 4K. So I would have that locked locked down for all the variations. We'll see. I'll have to test the DVD anyway. There are some scratches, but it's good to finally have that on Blu-ray. There's a little list of movies I eventually want to upgrade to Blu-ray, and all 3 of these were on that list, so that's great. Then this is a Warner Brothers disc rot affected movie, V for Vendetta. Even though both my DVD copies still play, there's a potential that eventually one day they will not play. So for $4, it is good to have this on Blu-ray, because pretty confident that this will never be affected, at least by disc rot. Eventually, maybe if this was not cared for properly and scratched and all, it might eventually not play. I obviously will not. I will keep it out of harm's way. This will never leave the case and will be handled with care. So that is a good safety net. I'll still keep my DVD because it has the graphic novel attached with it. Then Planes, Fire and Rescue. This was another printed case. No really further comments than that. Just a case upgrade. Then Waterworld. This was also on my list of upgrades. I have Waterworld in like a 4-film disaster pack, so I kind of want it separate. I think I do have this still on VHS. I'm not 100% sure, but that is a neat upgrade there. Kevin Costner. Love the Waterworld show at Universal Studios Hollywood. Adam the Woo, if you follow his channel, he did a video there, I think this year. He stayed at the motel across the street and he could see the show from his room. One of the best, if not the best, theme park show of all time. Waterworld is fantastic, the show. And the movie's pretty good. But if you're ever out there at Universal Studios Hollywood, the one thing I would say, go... Well, you have to do the tram tour. That's a no-brainer. And you have to experience Waterworld, the show. It is fantastic. Then this just came out recently. Probably within the last couple months. Dogman. And there's a book series. I've aged out. It's way past my demographic, but this is based on a book series, like a graphic novel / book series, I believe. So that's cool. I can't wait to check this out. I've seen the commercials and stuff. So that was everything. We're right at 27, 28 minutes. Like, subscribe, share with a movie lover. Until next time, go out there and keep collecting.